Okay, what do we got with Vel'Koz? You guys are spamming about this. Vel'Koz VFX update, pre-PBE. Why is Vel'Koz getting love? What is happening? Okay. It feels more like a plasma cell now, kind of like flipping through. I feel like this is gonna make it. I like that it does the flip style. I really like that the double thing, because this is how it should have been at the start. It kind of looks like a nutsack, kind of looks like a butt, like a RE charm. I like that it twists around. They should make it a bit more serious though. I don't know, maybe like darker, maybe more like plasma-like, you know? I think. But I like that it flips, because it also adds that, like, oh, it's gonna split any second. It's like unstable, and you can recast it whenever the fuck you want. Yeah, more purple should be pretty good. And it also kind of plays with the enemy's minds. As soon as it's flying, they're like, oh shit, is it gonna split? Where is it going? I feel like it will be harder to dodge just because of the visuals for enemies. I do like that, you know? There's a feedback link? Okay. Okay, E's kind of badass, though. E is so badass. She's W is outlined perfectly now. And ult as well. They don't have, like, deceptive hitbox anymore. Both W and R are very well outlined. I prefer if ult wouldn't have, like... Because... Like, the whole thing is a laser, I guess. If you're doing this... If you're doing this type of, like, Look at what they're doing. They're doing like a triangle angle with the lasers, and then it hits like a point of focus where it synergizes the energy, but then it splits again right after to kind of like split up instead of being a laser. It used to be like you get 3 points into a laser. Now it's like 3 points and then it separates. If you're doing this, just give him a fucking buff and make it like a cone ability, like Misfortune Ult or some shit, you know? Because that's how it would go, like if you're doing like a concave... It looks pretty sick though. Full combo is so weird. Oh, the true damage proc now pops a bit better. Let's see the different skins. Come on, baby. 2 rockets. Oh shit, I like that. I really like that. E similar. See, in this one ult kind of looks pretty cool. It's like a heat wave. Okay, let's go Arclight, baby. Impress me. Okay, okay. See, the nutsack works better here. It's more color thing. Like, if they add more purple in the original, it's gonna work better. Nutsack is so much better here. Look at this. You see? You see what I mean? W is very, very similar. E is much better. I like that. Ult is very cool. Fits with the Arclight theme for sure. The golden nutsack. Let's go, impress me. Okay. This nutsack should be good as well. Oh, this is like more a rocket scheme. They're fairly new, so they're gonna be similar. Like, they're just gonna update like the ult and stuff. Okay. Frost. Let's see. Yeah, they're gonna be the same. Yeah, they're gonna be the same, just like update the ult. Okay, cool. I really dig the Arclight, man. I think we're gonna be spamming the golden nutsack. Sheesh. Looks really cool. I definitely like the Q. It does look smaller, yeah. It does look smaller. You can it's gonna be a bit deceptive. I like the E, the way it pops now. Now all we need is a buff, you know? We want this nutsack to do extra damage. That's what we want. That's all we want now. Yo, this is great. I like it. I like it. Like, why would they waste time updating a champion visually that nobody plays? Literally nobody plays this champion. Like, I am the most popular Vel'Koz player by far on the planet, in this galaxy, in the goddamn Milk-Dromeda, like, convergence of 2 galaxies. And we have like 3 Vel'Koz players in this channel. Okay? So nobody plays this shit. Why would they do this unless they're planning a buff? It could be a bit of copium, you know? It could be a bit of hopium, me just huffing and puffing. But yeah, I feel like they have to buff him because he's very bad right now. And the thing about Riot is I've noticed every time they... this is how the Riot like timeline will go. Riot will propose a change. They will propose a change in a notary version. And I'm going to criticize the change, say it sucks, and why it's going to backfire. Or I say it's good for those and those reasons. Mostly like the former. So then, they're going to implement the change regardless of what I said. The change is going to suck, and for the next 6 months everyone's going to complain, and they're going to revert, and they're going to implement a mild solution to what mild version of my solution originally, about a year or 2 after. So that's usually how the timeline goes for Riot Games. So I've been bitching, and I've been telling them exactly how they should buff this. This exactly happened because I invented the item. I invented the item that can fix all mages, essentially, which is the Horizon Focus, the better version, like way back then. And they implemented the mild version of Horizon Focus, then they further ruined it, removed all of its identity, and now it's just basically nothing, and they didn't fix mages. And then they invented the Crown. So they just took like the worst fucking solution. They're just really bad at targeted balancing, honestly. So yeah, and I've been telling them exactly how to fix mages and how to buff Vel'Koz for years. So maybe they're gonna take my solution, get a low budget version of it. I'd be happy, you know. Give me a low budget variant of Vel'Koz buff. So yeah, maybe that's coming, you know. Vel'Koz buff's confirmed. I'm gonna watch this one more time. What's your buff? I have a tweet about this. There's multiple versions. Again, first you gotta understand the context why mages suck. First you have to understand the context why mages are really bad right now, and they're low impact. And you can look up the Vygar V2, you can ask Veteran, you can ask all of these coaches, and even like the tweet from Veteran I retweeted today, not Veteran, fucking Vygar, shows why mages are absolutely despicably terrible right now. And going Crown is the bad way to balance it. You need to differentiate between players. You have 50% like a whole that siphons all the good and bad players into the same 50% whole of Vel'Koz, because he provides no impact. He doesn't do anything. If you get fed, you don't carry. If you suck, you get carried very likely. So the game is 50-50. A bad Vel'Koz player can do quite a lot, and a good player can do marginally better than the bad one. That's the issue. You need to increase like the differences. So how would you do that? One of the best ways is lower Q damage. You lower the Q damage, but increase it based on range or enemy HP. So the higher skill required to land on range, the more damage you do. Max range Vel'Koz Q would be sick then. Or based on enemy HP, which would allow you to, guess what? You poke someone in lane, you actually have a higher chance of killing them now because you poked them in the first place. So that early poke is more rewarded down the line because you played really well. Now a bad player wouldn't really benefit from that because they're going to spam W and wave clear. But a good one will really grasp that and get a kill. And then because of that kill, that sets him in a different timeline, where he previously wouldn't have had kill, now he does, and now he has extra 400 gold. So he utilizes 400 gold into 20 AP. So with extra 20 AP, he may snowball even further. So this one actually puts increases the differential between bad and good players down the line in the snowball. So you actually win many more solo queue games, but a bad one loses many more. You can do these like very low percent chance things. If you land 2 consecutive queues back to back on the same target, second one will apply passive, just like in Quake. Two railguns back to back, you get the sound effect, impressive. You know, you do that, insane snowball ability. If you land 2 back to back, that's 30 stacks, true damage, insane. You can add execution mechanic, and that's the originally one that I proposed to fix every single mage on the planet, because you just have to add execution mechanic post 700 range, and they instantly snowball. Every mage is fixed. You make them even vulnerable. Buy an item for mages, and they take extra 10% damage, but they do execute on 700 range. So if you get to them, you fuck them up, but if you don't get to them, they punish you, and that creates that pushes mages into 2022 year. Okay, mages can actually compete in that year and snowball. A good mage player will get rewarded, the bad one will get punished, and you get again differentiation, and that's what we want.